Hey, this is B-Dub, and welcome to a new episode of Clearing Out My Head. Do you have a demanding boss? A study found one thing about them can affect whether you think it's acceptable or not. A team at Ohio State found we'll give our boss a pass for being a jerk, but only if they're really good at their own job. They used Steve Jobs as an example. He demanded a lot, but he also accomplished a lot also. If your boss expects a lot from you and performs at a high level, you're more likely to see it as tough love, and that is basically making you better at your own job. But if they demand a lot and don't do great work, you're more likely to think they're just a bad manager and mean for no reason. Authors of the study caution, though, that even the Steve Jobs types don't always have an overall positive effect. Sometimes we think that our bosses riding us will make us better at our job and lead to more money or a promotion. But then it turns out they were just being a jerk. You know, I've kind of seen both sides of the spectrum with this, being around managers and being a manager myself, mostly in the retail side of it. And that was many years ago. So I understand this, and when I was a manager, I was kind of, working with my team, because that's basically what it was. I was always the type that, you have to lead by example. So it was more like I would always try to do just as much work, I would never ask anybody to do something I couldn't do myself. So it's like I would always do just as much as what my team could do. And the one thing that always bothered me with managers that were above me, or even managers that were, on the same level as me, is they wouldn't do that. They would be barking out orders to their team, and, their team would despise them. They wouldn't do, it's just, and you don't have to act like that. And I know that managers I've dealt with, if they acted like that towards me, I would feel the same way and be like, you don't have to act that way towards me. I will do what you want me to do within reason. I mean, I have a good work ethic to begin with. That shouldn't be a problem. But anyway, it's just all about how you treat. It goes back to that basic saying, how you treat other people. Same with managing. You have to treat people right. That's just the way I feel. Anyway, thanks for listening to this episode of Clear Out My Head. Don't forget, you can listen to Clear Out My Head on all major podcasting platforms. Also, you can check out my podcast page on Spotify, where you can listen to past episodes. Check out my social media links or leave me a message. But until next time, this is B-Dub. Thanks for listening. I hope you'll join me next time as I continue with Clearing Out My Head.
That was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo!